for Houston.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 50 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down, eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike. Yeah. You don't want to know. And
again, it's Mahomes. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They'll for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack on first down, Mahomes.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 41. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Come on. Check. Lucky. Check 3.
Watson again. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his first career touchdown and his first career game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Steps away to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside.
Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. 15. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased out left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCall Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he's
going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Whitney merciless, bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, that's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
All-Pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
Here's Watson. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Buying time to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's on the keeper. Incomplete. It's
so after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. That's the reason we ball for. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Tonight's final score, Chiefs.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days.